Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in today. We are setting the stage right now for a journey to the absolute peak of human energy. If you're the kind of person who loves structuring your knowledge and grasping really complex concepts visually, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're focusing on a concept that has literally captivated philosophers, yogis, and spiritual seekers for millennia. And we're going to break the whole shebang down using the best insights from top experts. So let's dive straight into this. What actually happens when you reach the ultimate peak of human energy? Like, is it just a poetic metaphor, or is there a tangible, real shift in how you experience reality? We hear buzzwords like enlightenment or ascension thrown around all the time, right? But without a clear map, it is so easy to get lost in the esoteric weeds. And that is exactly what we're going to clarify for you today. Today, we're decoding sahasrar, which is commonly known as the crown chakra. This is the seventh and final energy center. It's associated with the top of the head, planetary connection, and this feeling of unexplainable ecstasy. Our goal in this explainer is to cut right through all the heavy jargon. We want to understand the exact, grounded details of this final center and what it actually means for your daily life, your mindset, and your connection to the world around you.
Section 1. The Chakra Energy System. The Mechanics of Human Energy.
To get started, I want you to think of chakras kind of like a car engine, or maybe an electrical junction box. Just as a car engine requires all its different parts to fire in perfect harmony to move the car forward, your body has energy centers that need to align. If one part is misfiring, the whole system just strains. Or if we look at it through the lens of a building's electrical framework, your body is wired with pathways that meet at major junction boxes to distribute power safely and effectively. Before we can even talk about the peak, we absolutely have to understand this foundational system. Just to put a number on that wiring, and honestly, this is totally mind-blowing, there are an estimated 72,000 energetic pathways, often called nadis, running through the human system. 72,000. And where they intersect, they create exactly 114 major electrical junction points. Out of those 114, 7 are universally recognized as the primary centers of human experience. Let's do a really rapid speed run through these 7 major junction points to give us some context. We start at the bottom with the root chakra, flashing in red, which handles our basic survival. Then we move up to the sacral in orange for emotion, the solar plexus in yellow for willpower. We cross the bridge at the heart in green, which governs love. Then up to the throat in blue for communication, the third eye in indigo for intuition, and finally we arrive at the crown in violet, guiding spiritual ascension. Interestingly, this perfectly maps to the light sound bridge, mirroring the 7 colors of the rainbow and the 7 notes in a musical scale. Pretty cool, right?
Section 2. The Upward Spiritual Shift, from Survival to Soul.
Our source experts actually break this energetic ascent down into 3 distinct phases. First, we operate out of the personality in layers 1 through 3. This is where, frankly, most of us spend our time, driven by physical needs, processing our emotions, navigating the ego. But when you balance those, you shift up into the soul in layers 4 through 6. Up here, you're driven by love, divine will, and deep intuition. Finally, you have the potential to reach layer 7, the oversoul, which shifts your entire drive toward a collective planetary consciousness. The contrast here is just incredibly stark. Your lower chakras exist entirely to handle self-preservation. They are quite literally what keep you alive, fed, and safe. But your higher chakras hold this profound, built-in longing to break away. It is a literal, biological, and energetic tug of war going on inside you, between your body's instinct to survive on Earth and your mind's longing to experience dimensions completely beyond the physical realm.
Section 3. Defining the crown chakra, the cathedric body.
Now, what's really interesting here is how specific, yet completely ethereal these characteristics are. The crown chakra, or sahasrar, isn't actually located inside your body. It sits just outside the top of your physical head. It's associated with the pineal gland and operates on a pale violet frequency. It unlocks what our sources call the cathedric mind, meaning you no longer function just as a single, isolated human, but as a planetary function. Ultimately, touching the center is said to bring total liberation from karma and the entire cycle of earthly incarnation. As one of our experts notes, and I quote, "When you start connecting with the mind of planet Earth, the emphasis is now on the collective consciousness. Guys, this is a massive paradigm shift. Activating this final energy center takes your focus entirely off yourself. Your personal dramas, your ego, your individual everyday struggles, they just fade away, and they're replaced by this acute awareness of your collective impact on humanity. Section 4. The Pathless Leap. The Journey Beyond the Sixth Center. Let's move on and see how this builds, because I want you to notice the huge difference here. On the left, we have the sixth chakra, the third eye. Getting here is tough, for sure, but a path exists. There are thousands of methods and teachings, and once you arrive, you're intellectually realized and entirely at peace. Honestly, a lot of people just stop here. But look over on the right. The seventh chakra is described by experts as a pathless black hole. No methods exist to get you from the sixth to the seventh. None. It requires an absolute leap of faith, immense trust, and a total willingness to step into the complete unknown. But when you actually make this leap, the result is profound. Sadhguru puts it this way: if energies move into sahasrar, you will become unexplainably, unreasonably ecstatic. Simply, like crazy, you're ecstatic. Our source material points out that touching this pathless center brings an explosion of absolute joy. We're not talking about being happy because you got a promotion or bought a new car. It's an unexplainable, bubbling ecstasy for absolutely no external reason whatsoever. Section 5. Connection versus isolation. Recognizing a blocked crown. We can see a really clear duality when we look at the everyday symptoms of this energy center. If your crown is balanced, you walk through life with the deep realization that absolutely everything is connected. You experience life as a collective win, which brings complete spiritual integration. But if the center is blocked or disconnected, well, the symptoms are incredibly painful. You'll likely experience intense feelings of isolation. You might even pride yourself on being a lone wolf, but underneath that facade, you're suffering from profound spiritual blindness and a feeling of being completely cut off from the world. The key realization of an open crown is basically this. This is not a zero-sum game. If other people are losing, that means we're all losing. When the seventh center is active, the whole illusion of me versus them shatters entirely. You recognize that harming another person, or even just letting another person fall behind, is literally the exact same thing as harming yourself. Section 6. Reaching the ultimate peak. Operating as the collective. So the absolutely crucial point here is that you cannot just jump straight to the crown. You have to put in the hard work at the foundational levels first. Here is your roadmap, derived straight from our experts. Step 1, become intensely aware of your daily thoughts, filtering out those negative loops. Step 2, track your emotional triggers and the circumstances that tend to throw you off balance. Step 3, put in the actual work to heal your foundational relationships. And Step 4, honestly assess yourself. Are you reacting to the world purely as a survival-driven personality, or are you starting to operate as an intuition-driven soul? Which leaves us with this final, really vital question to ponder as we wrap up today's explainer. Take a hard look at your daily actions, your goals, and your interactions. Are you operating solely for yourself, or are you truly connected to the whole? Because reaching the ultimate peak of human energy isn't about escaping the world at all. It's about realizing you are undeniably deeply intertwined with every single part of it. Think about that for a while, and we will see you next time.